Hi, I'm Jennifer Manson, the flow writer. I'm an author myself. I help people write books, and I'm also a professional and personal coach. You can find my website at www.theflowwriter.com. So, today I wanted to talk about something that came out of my experience of interviewing and ghostwriting. One of the things that is really lovely to do, especially if you've got elderly relatives, is to ask them to tell their stories. So I took my interviewing experience and I sat down with my mother and my father and asked them about their lives. I live in the UK, they live in New Zealand. So we did most of this, I think maybe even all of it, over video call or over audio call. And I recorded their answers to the questions and their stories about their lives and have shared that with my siblings. So and also my sons. How that process worked was I talked to them about it. I said I'd really love to hear about your life, about how that's been for you, the stories from your life, and my father particularly tells a lot of really interesting stories from his life. I'd love to record that. At the time we started this quite a while ago now, so audio was the main medium that I wanted to use. Now we could probably have done it in video calls, but back then it was simpler for me to just get on a call with them, turn on my audio recorder, and do it that way. Turn it into an MP3 file and share it around the family. So the way that I did that was asking really, really simple questions to begin with. And for today's writing exercise, you can think about the different way that you might like to apply what I'm talking about. So do you have an elderly relative that you would like to ask questions? Are you in a care home yourself, and it's something that you could do with other people who live around you to ask them to tell their stories, because it can be a really wonderful way for people to engage memory, to engage mind, to engage storytelling, all of those things. And you can start with something that's really simple. Who was your best friend when you were at primary school? What was the house that you lived, the first house that you can remember living in? Have you traveled? And where have you traveled to? And tell me some of the stories that you have from when you were traveling, some of the people that you met, some of the things that you did, some of the experiences that you had. From there, you can listen to their answers, see what lights them up, and take the conversation in that direction. There are kind of standard questions you can ask. What's your favorite color? How many countries have you been to? What are they? Where did you live when you were a child? Where did you live when where did you study? Any kind of questions that you can ask to just open up that storytelling. And the thing that we're looking for is to get them to a point where they kind of go deep into a story that is becoming real in their mind. They're reliving it as they tell it to you. It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful way to get to know somebody better, to learn more about them than you would in the everyday. I know that when I interviewed one of my closest friends, Wendy Davey, as a professional interviewer, she wanted to put something together to give out to her clients. The stories that she told were things that I didn't know about her, and it was wonderful to get that extra depth of experience about her. So whether it's a relative, whether it's a friend, whether it's somebody that you are there with in a retirement home, if maybe it's even your grandchildren or your children, or somebody that you've worked with and admired. It could be your partner even, or your partner's parents. Who knows? Could be anyone. So somebody who you love spending time with, maybe somebody who's been a little bit challenging for you, because that can be a really good way of opening the relationship and having them understand that you are actually interested in them. So do whatever you want with this. Take it wherever you want to. You may find it's something that you really enjoy and that you want to continue with. You could do video. I find audio sometimes is less intrusive, and it's great to hear somebody's voice. But for a lot of people, they're more visual, so video is great. So enjoy it. Good luck with it. Have fun with it. And thanks for tuning in, and have a great day.